All right, this is a simple yet elegant and classy way to make a fashion statement. All you do is pop on a brooch.
The man with the bow ties, Cody, is ready to add a brooch to his outfit. Hey, Cody.
Indeed. This is my friend Doris Hobbs. She's fabulous. And Doris, gives me ideas. And she gives me, knowledge about fashion.
Yes.
And one day we were talking about brooches.
Yes.
I don't know how it came up. But you were saying brooches are big right now. They're huge.
Yes, and when in doubt, broach it, baby. That's what I'm saying. When in doubt, just broach it, baby. So we're going to do the winter because we're getting into summer, so let's just get the coat out of the way. So if you're going to do the cluster aspect of it, you always want to start with the larger one on one side, and then you want to, do the other two in this. So you want to do threes. The cool thing about it is how I did this was rhinestone, and the rhinestone in this. And of course, maybe you're going to wear like a red dress or a pink dress or something underneath it. So there's the color aspect of it. But this one's not a brooch.
So sometimes a brooch isn't a brooch.
Yeah, well, this is a clip-on because I needed a brooch to make this work. So I just safety pinned it in the back, but you would have never known that was
I would
not a
have
brooch.
never known.
Yeah, so there you go.
I'm learning about brooches.
So you can use earrings as brooches as well. Okay, so this is a beautiful Ann Taylor dress, $27 on clearance.
Get out of here.
Probably because the sleeve's missing. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, but so when you have really cool necklines like this, put a brooch there. If you had ruching, like I have ruching on this dress, put a brooch there. So then it just accents it and just brings the eye there. Because if I didn't have a brooch there, just look how plain that looks.
It would be kind of plain.
Yeah, you have to have the flashy earrings, and I wouldn't really want to do a necklace because the neckline is so abstract.
I'm picking up.
So I've always put a brooch there. That's my thing.
See, I'm learning things. Okay, next.
Okay. Bows. You love bows.
I love bows.
So you probably could put a brooch in the middle of your bow. You really could.
I could.
You could, because it would look glamorous.
Oh, cute.
That is very cute.
Yes, and I actually wore this blouse when I first met you on air, and I had a brooch in it. I don't think you noticed it.
Wow,
I did. I just didn't mention it.
Yes, but yeah, so, and wouldn't you wallpaper something with this?
I would.
I love this.
It's beautiful.
Yes, it's my Banana Republic shirt. Okay, so we're gonna go back to 1950s. This is a beautiful corporate woman suit set.
I love that.
I'm gonna take this out real quick because I'm gonna show you something. There's a blemish there.
Oh, I see, okay.
Yeah, so let's talk about this first. Hold this.
Okay, I'm holding.
Okay, so you see how there's this is I guess you would say the lapel or wherever you pocket square, you would put the pocket square there. So this is how I styled it, right? But let's take that out, and that's how it would look still.
Okay.
So it looks glamorous and beautiful. Hold that too.
I'm holding.
Now, let's pretend that we're not going to do this, and this blemish is kind of bothering me. I don't know about you, it's kind of bothering me. I actually wore it to an event, and I should have had a brooch on it. But if you take the brooch and you put it through the little hole, if I could do it without poking myself, you're going to cover that blemish up nicely. No one's going to see it, and then it's perfectly.
It's fancy.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
we're
fancy.
running out of time, but I want you to tell the story of this one.
Well, one more real quick.
Okay.
A robe.
A robe?
Brooch a robe.
Stop it.
Yes, I found this at an estate sale, and the
Yes.
next morning I woke up doing my makeup, and I was like, hot damn.
Yes.
It was meant for this.
Yes.
So ladies, brooch your robes because you're going to be glamorous when you're
here
getting
for it.
ready. You're already setting the mindset and tone.
And then
I'm
finally,
glamorous.
what do you have in your hand right there? This is so sweet.
Okay. Grandma Doris, my grandmother, Grandma Doris, her wedding suit. She wore it in 1953. There's a picture of her in this in Oakland with my grandfather Robert, and they left the wedding and they were getting a root beer float and they were heading off to Palm Springs. So now you know where my vintage is. But however, when she wore it, she had pearl earrings and a white blouse on, a white pillbox millinery hat with a veil. Well, if she would have broached it, this is what it would have looked like, and this came out of her jewelry box. So I just thought that would have been really nice, but she would have had to change her accessories from pearls. But I just want to point out something. When someone says this is her wedding shoe, there's only one. Don't ask me where the other one is. No one knows in my family where the other wedding shoe is. It's gone. But I want to show you, when someone says they're old as dirt, 1953, the dirt's still there.
It's still there.
So this is a visual. When you say, I'm old as dirt, there you go. That's what you look like.
Thank you, Doris, for teaching me about brooches. I feel like I learned something, and I was doing a magic trick with this.
Oh, were you really? You're going to pull a brooch out of it?
There you go. All right, stick around. We got more of the big show coming up.